Hello everyone, it's Ethan, and I'm back with another Bookish video. So I was able to get a new library card, and I was able to pick out 3 books for my first official checkout. I've never read these books, I don't know what they're about, but let me just show you what I got. I got Rebecca Stott's Ghost Walk, Joyce Krieg's Murder Off Mic, a talk radio mystery, and The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. Like I said, I've never read these books, but I just know that someone out here on Book Talk has. Are they worth the read? Are they, are they good? If so, can you tell me a little bit about the books? That way I don't go in blind, because I'm that kind of person that kind of likes to have stuff spoiled for me, just so I know what I'm getting myself into. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the page. So Avery had come up for the weekend, and we went to the library, and Avery got Hollow by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I got Showcase Presents The House of Mystery, over 500 comic pages. I got Deep Fake by Vincent Ralph. The Dark is Descending by Chloe C. Pinoranda in beautiful sprayed edging. Then I got Emily Dickinson's Poems. Last but not least, I got The Complete Language of Flowers, a definitive and illustrated history by S. Teresa Dietz. In this one, it shows, there is 256 pages, and it shows all kinds of flowers. It shows the different kinds of flowers, I'm assuming in the family of that specific flower. It has symbolic meanings, possible powers, and folklore facts, if you can see. So not a book to read like you would with Hollow, but a very cool book about flowers. It feels very witchy, very enchanting. And although this is not a book that I would pick up all the time, just because it's not a book you actually read, I would still definitely pick this up if I saw it out in the wild, because it looks like a pretty cool book. And Hollow has some sprayed edges. I really, really, really like the sprayed edges. Welcome to library checkout day. What episode are we on? 3? 4? So I did get some books today. I did not get any movies, but I did get 2 CDs, and we'll start with those. I got Evanescence's Fallen, and I got Nora Jones's Come Away With Me. I've been really wanting to listen to these on CD, and I'm glad I'm able to. Up next, we have The Lovers by Kristen Cast. We have The Trail's End by Ralph Compton. Blowout by an FBI thriller by Catherine Coulter. The Crooked Path, an Introduction to Traditional Witchcraft by Keldon. Love is in the Air, a kaleidoscope of crystals updated by Melody. It's a big one too. Over 700 pages. 78 Degrees of Wisdom, a Tarot Journey to Self-Awareness by Rachel Pollack. And last but certainly not least, The Christmas Tree Farm, because I am almost finished with the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. And it's a deluxe edition with the sprayed edges. Welcome to library checkout day, where I go back to the library, return books, and I check out books, movies, and CDs. I love this day so much. So we're gonna start with books first. I got The Invisible Orientation, An Introduction to Asexuality by Julie Sandra Decker. I have been struggling with my sexuality a little bit, so if this book can help me understand more about asexuality, I'm all for it. What if you weren't sexually attracted to anyone? A growing number of people are identifying as asexual. They aren't sexually attracted to anyone, and they consider it a sexual orientation, like gay, straight, or bisexual. Asexuality is the invisible orientation. Most people believe that everyone wants sex, that everyone understands what it means to be attracted to other people, and that everyone wants to date and mate. But that's where asexual people are left out. They don't find other people sexually attractive. And if and when they say so, they are rarely treated as though that's okay. When an asexual person comes out, alarming reactions regularly follow. Loved ones fear that an asexual person is sick, or psychologically warped, or suffering from abuse. Critics confront asexual people with accusations of following a fad, hiding homosexuality, or making excuses for romantic failures. And all of this contributes to a discouraging master narrative. There's no such thing as asexual. Being an asexual person is a lie or an illness, and it needs to be fixed. In The Invisible Orientation, Julie Sandra Decker outlines what asexuality is, counters misconceptions, provides resources, and puts asexual people's experiences in context as they move through a very sexualized world. It includes information for asexual people to help understand their orientation and what it means for their relationships, and as well as tips and facts for those who want to understand their asexual friends and loved ones. And then on the back, it just shows a little bit more about her. Up next, we have Her Last Breath by Taylor Adams. After years of excuses, Tess has finally agreed to go caving with her best friend, Allie. Their lives have diverged sharply since high school. Allie is a self-made travel influencer, while Tess is a shy and claustrophobic legal assistant, struggling to pay for law school. Maybe Tess is a little bit jealous of Allie's globe-trotting lifestyle, but who wouldn't be? As Tess and Allie descend into the depths, they realize they're not alone. A stranger who claims to be a fellow caver harasses them. Confident, take no shit, Allie insults the guy, and he retaliates. Soon, Tess is trapped inside a narrow crawl space hundreds of feet underground, fighting to stay alive. 24 hours later, as a hospitalized Tess recounts her harrowing story of survival, the detective interviewing her shares new and shocking secrets about Allie's true past. Together, they begin to suspect the brutal attack wasn't so random after all. Who was Allie really? Why did this man target them? And did Tess really leave the danger behind when she escaped the cave? I'm sorry, what? This honestly reminds me of The Descent, with the cave people and everyone going like cave diving and everything. And I love that movie. Scary as sin, but I love it. I think I'm gonna like this book. Up next, we have When the Rain Came by Matt Eicheldinger. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Matt Eicheldinger. It's kind of fun saying it that way. I'm sorry. Could someone please tell me in the comments how to say his last name? This is how it's spelled. I don't want to constantly mispronounce someone's name just because it sounds funny like that. I feel like that's a little bit rude. If we stay here, if we keep wandering without a real plan, we won't last. Maybe the hill is dangerous, but maybe it's not. It's the only plan we have. 17-year-old Aurora knows how to survive. Life in the foster system has taught her how to stay quiet, stay smart, and stay ready. But nothing could prepare her for this, a never-ending storm that swallows cities, drowns forests, and turns the world into a flooded wasteland. And then her foster parents disappear without a trace. She's alone, abandoned, running out of time. All Aurora has is a waterlogged scrap of paper and a name, the hill. With looters closing in, and the floodwaters rising higher each day, she's left with stay and wait for the storm to take her, or risk everything on the journey through the drowned remains of the world to find a place that may or may not exist. I think this will be good. I really do. Last up for the books, we have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. What happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales? Oh, I didn't think it'd be that kind of story. When his mother became president of the United States, Alex Claremont Diaz was promptly cast as the American equivalent of a young royal. Handsome, charismatic, genius. His image is pure millennial marketing gold for the White House. There's only one problem. Alex has beef with an actual prince, Henry, across the pond. And when the tabloids get hold of a photo involving an Alex/Henry altercation, US/British relations takes a turn for the worse. Heads of family and state and other handlers devise a plan for damage control. Stage a truce between the two rivals. What at first begins as a fake Instagram Mabel friendship grows deeper and more dangerous than either Alex or Henry could have imagined. Soon Alex finds himself hurtling into a secret romance with a surprisingly unstuffy Henry that could derail the campaign and upend two nations. Casey McQuiston's Red, White, and Royal Blue proves that true love isn't always diplomatic. I like this one too. Up next, I got Wicked and Wicked for Good on DVD. I'm gonna have myself a little Wicked movie night. And then I got Little Women and Little Women. And you're probably asking, why do you have two Little Women movies? Because I have another one that I own with Winona Ryder, and I love that movie so much. So I thought, hey, let's have a Little Women marathon. And finally, the CDs. So I got Shakira, Laundry Service. I've never listened to this album. And then we have Heart, great Greatest Hits 1985 to 1995. I don't think I've ever heard them before. But that's my haul, you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, comment down below. Comment down below what you thought of this haul. Hit that like button, hit that follow or subscribe button because I am posting this on YouTube and TikTok. And turn on notifications. I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Library Checkouts. I gotta find a better name for this series. I gotta think of one. Or better yet, why don't you guys comment down below and help me name this series? Because there's gonna be a lot of episodes. Hello everyone, and welcome back to once again Library Checkout Day. Still haven't found a better name for this series, but I have a few books, a few CDs, and I'm gonna pull one out one by one, and we're gonna talk about it because I want to. So up first, I have The Crooked Path: An Introduction to Traditional The Crooked Path: An Introduction to Traditional Witchcraft by some man named Keldon. I've been really wanting to read his book. Up next, we have our first CD. We have Nora Jones' Come Away With Me. I've been wanting to listen to this album on CD for so long. I absolutely love it on streaming, but CD, physical media, that's where it's at. Up next, we have Evanescence, Fallen. I've also never listened to the physical version of this. I wish to own both these CDs one day. Up next we have Blowout, an FBI thriller by Catherine Coulter. I actually do not know when I need to return this. I never actually discussed it with my librarian, or with the librarian. It says, I actually don't know what this is about. I'll have it on screen what this book is about. Up next we have The Trail's End by Ralph Compton, the Sundown Riders series. I hope this is book one, because otherwise I can't read this and that'd be sad. It doesn't say. In this suspenseful new Ralph Compton Western, a reformed gambler races to unmask a murderer. After years as a professional gambler, Tom Calvert has survived both a deadly shootout on a riverboat casino and an arduous journey across the frontier to arrive in Friendly Field, Idaho. The bucolic Quaker community welcomes him with open arms. And soon Tom is courting a widow and learning to his surprise to enjoy the quiet life. Then an elder of Friendly Field is found murdered, and the townsfolk started whispering about the work of the devil. Tom doesn't believe in the devil, just the evil that men do, and he vows to solve the gruesome crime before fear causes the people of the peaceful little town to turn against one another. More than 8 million Ralph Compton books in print. I might like this. Up next, I have Love is in the Earth, a kaleidoscope of crystals, updated. She a big one. She a big one. Internationally known best-selling author of the Love is in the Earth series, Melody was born in Cumberland, Maryland, and now resides in the Rocky Mountain region. She's a scientist and holds Bachelor of Science and Master of Arts degrees in mathematics. She's been working with stones since she was a child, always evidencing an interest in the geological and mystical properties of these children of Mother Earth. Due to the desire to share her research and knowledge with her brothers and sisters of the planet, and due to the need to make the information available at the onset of the Age of Love, she has updated this original reference book 1991 for release in 1995. In addition to her work within the United States, she has taught crystal workshops in Brazil, the Republic of South Africa, and Australia, and has held private consultations in India and Nepal. Updated version of the internationally acclaimed best-selling Love is in the Earth, A Kaleidoscope of Crystals, now available throughout the world. The most comprehensive volume addressing the metaphysical properties of the mineral kingdom. And I love this picture on the front. Up next we have The Christmas Tree Farm. I am reading the second book, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and let me just say, that book has pissed me off. Not that it's bad, it's not bad, it's good, but if you guys have read this, you know what chapter 11 is, and let me just say, there is a word in chapter 11 that is repeated so much, and it is spelled wrong. It is spelled wrong. You cannot tell me that it's not, and it pisses me off more than it should. So I picked up The Christmas Tree Farm. Actually, I picked this up because I am 92 pages away from finishing that book, and I have this for 3 weeks. So, we're pushing through the series. I don't know, should I spoil this one for you guys? A small-town spicy festive romance. Kieran North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since he just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. I am totally a Bennett. But somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these two lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. You know what this is reminding me of? The Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift. I honestly wonder if that is in here. There's always a playlist. It's literally the first song. I love that so much. Ariana Grande in here. Twice. Fleetwood Mac is in this playlist. Oh my goodness. I'm excited to read that. And there's 2 more books in here. What one am I going to pull out? Rachel Pollack's 78 Degrees of Wisdom. A Tarot Journey to Self-Awareness. A new edition of the Tarot Classic. I'm trying to learn tarot. I'm just doing it to do it at this point. But I believe this book will help me learn, okay? The best-selling tarot classic is now republished in a new edition with a new preface that provides fresh insights about tarot and card interpretations. What is your favorite tarot book? The answer is always 78 Degrees of Wisdom. Melissa Sinova, author of Kitchen Table Tarot. I have to read that. An inspiration to tarot readers for 40 years, this is still the all-time best book for exploring both the deeper meanings and practical meanings of the major and minor arcana. Mary Kay Greer, author of Tarot for Yourself. I'm going to have to read that too. I lovingly recommend this book to everyone who is serious about learning tarot. Beth Maiden, creator of Little Red Tarot. I'm going to have to read that too. Essential reading for the beginner and a classic that tarot masters will return to time and time again. This is the book to have in your library. Benabella Wen, author of Holistic Tarot. At this point, this is just a book of book suggestions. And also tarot. Rachel Pollack is considered one of the world's foremost authorities on the modern interpretation of the tarot. She is a member of the American Tarot Association, the International Tarot Society, and the Tarot Guild of Australia, and has taught at the famed Omega Institute for the past 15 years. She is an award-winning fiction writer and has also written 12 books on the tarot. She lives in New York. I'm going to be learning about some tarot. What is last on this list? The Lovers. It looks a little spicy. I'm going to check the trigger warnings. Only me. Only I will grab a book. Because, it has a pretty cover. Come to find out, there's a page and a half of content warnings. Let's see. It's just explaining kind of what the book is about. But there are, I'm assuming this is about tarot. Yeah, there's a whole tarot spread in here. I love this. What'd that say? To Sedona, you tasty bitch. I don't know why, but that reminds me of this. I don't even know what you would call it, but it was something I would call my friend Roosevelt. Or like we'd be joking and be like, oh, you were my beautiful witness or something like that. I don't know where it came from. 1 enchanted tarot card, 2 infuriatingly hot men, and a modern woman who refuses to be anyone's damsel. Gemma Summers is broke, burnt out, and about 3 weeks from moving back in with her parents. Her career has imploded, her confidence is circling down the drain, and the last thing she needs is a run-in with Alder Hawk, the dangerously charming ex who still haunts her dreams and could buy her a new life with just his pocket change. When a magical tarot card sends them spiraling, literally, into another realm, and they land in the steampunk-inspired Kingdom of Cups, Gemma is forced to rely on the man who shattered her trust, broke her heart, and somehow still makes her weak in the knees. But survival is in the world of Towerfall. In the world of Towerfall is anything but simple. Especially when she's caught between the ex who wants to own her and a roguish former king who sees through every one of her defenses. With secrets mounting, identities unraveling, and her heart very much on the line, Gemma must decide. Will she cling to the version of herself she built in the real world? Or will she risk... Or will she risk everything to become the woman she was always meant to be? I'm already hooked. This feels like a dark romance despite the cutesy design. But I'm going to read it because it's literally about tarot. Well, I mean, not entirely about tarot, but tarot is involved with this. Are you kidding me? This looks good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give this a huge thumbs up. Comment down below which book you think I should read first, aside from the Christmas Tree Farm, because I'm going to read that next. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. That way you guys are notified every single time I upload. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the page. So Avery had come up for the weekend, and we went to the library, and Avery got Hollow by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I got Showcase Presents The House of Mystery, over 500 comic pages. I got Deep Fake by Vincent Ralph. The Dark is Descending by Chloe C. Pinoranda in beautiful sprayed edging. Then I got Emily Dickinson's Poems. Last but not least, I got The Complete Language of Flowers, a definitive and illustrated history by S. Teresa Dietz. In this one, it shows, there is 256 pages, and it shows all kinds of flowers. It shows the different kinds of flowers, I'm assuming in the family of that specific flower. It has symbolic meanings, possible powers, and folklore facts, if you can see. So not a book to read like you would with Hollow, but a very cool book about flowers. It feels very witchy, very enchanting. And although this is not a book that I would pick up all the time, just because it's not a book you actually read, I would still definitely pick this up if I saw it out in the wild, because it looks like a pretty cool book. And Hollow has some sprayed edges. I really, really, really like the sprayed edges. So the video is going to be a little lopsided, but we went to the library again, and I think I went a little overboard with my books. So up first we have Child of Light by Terry Brooks. The Bookshop of Secrets by Molly Rushmeyer. The Bone Orchard by Sarah A. Mueller. Greek Mythology Explained. Emma by Jane Austen. And this big boy, Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. And I got a few movies as well, a couple of movies. I got Evil Dead Rise and Twisters. Welcome to another library haul day. So I have just one book and 5 CDs. So we'll go through the CDs first, and then we'll go with the book. So first we have Pierce the Veil's Selfish Machines. Then we have Adele 30. I love this album. And then we have Warped Tour 2013. Has 2 discs inside. Then we have Positions by Ariana Grande. I love this album so much. I remember on release day, I stayed up way past my bedtime and I got tired. So I asked my dad if he would wake me up at 12 o'clock midnight so I could listen to this album. And I don't regret that. Hey, I needed my sleep. Up next we have Sweetener by Ariana Grande. I love this album so much. And last but not least, Witchcraft and Wicca for Dummies. Another witchcraft book because I'm just trying to learn all I can learn. I got some other witch books that I checked out from the library. That's my haul.